A very warm and enthusiastic evening to everyone out there. Hope you all are doing great. I am Amisha Nagya from DealMirror, present here to host our today's webinar. I'm glad you all took out your precious time from your busy schedule and are present here. Every entrepreneur is working hard enough to make their business reach unlimited heights, and they consistently look out for more innovative ideas and technologies to enhance their business growth. Therefore, we are here to conduct a webinar on how the combination of FOSS and SaaS and CRM will boost your business growth. And to acknowledge us on this topic, we have a very special guest, the amazingly talented co-founder of Onehash, Mr. Rohit Gadia.
Hey, hi Amisha.
Hi Rohit, a very warm welcome, sir. I really admire you and your work. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Thanks Amisha. Thanks DealMirror team for having us, for having me, for having Onehash here on your webinar.
That's really great. The audience will surely gain much knowledge listening to you today. A quick reminder to everyone that if you have any queries or questions to ask to Rohit sir, please wait for the session to end. We'll be having few minutes for discussions on your questions too. I think it's clear. Also, there's some exciting announcement waiting for you all that will be disclosed at the end of the session, so stay tuned. So over to you, Rohit sir. Do you want to say something to everyone before we start the questionnaire?
No, I think I'm all excited, all set to share experience, to share learnings. When how is that Onehash, or for that matter, any CRM, any ERP, any lead management tool can help you scale your business. I'm all set and would be happy to glad and share all the knowledge and experience that we have had so far.
Okay, that's really commendable. So, I'm gonna be asking you some relatable questions which will help out others to understand more about FAS, CRM, and more. Shall we begin?
Sure.
Okay, so my first and foremost question is that what inspired you to begin the incredible journey of Onehash? Like, was it a random idea or resolving certain issue? What was it exactly?
All right. So, all the co-founders, all of us co-founders are actually serial entrepreneurs and have worked in one or the other startups in the past. And in these years, we realized that as a startup or as an SMB, they face a lot of challenge when it comes to an affordable SaaS solution. Honestly,
Yeah, sure.
when we look all the kind of a SaaS available in the market, they are great products. All of them are great products. But the challenge is they are really, really expensive, and then they really do not solve the purpose. If SMBs or startups can't be a product at large or at scale, it means they're not using it, they're not solving the problem. So that's when we
Yeah.
realize SaaS is expensive. At the same time, there were a lot of FOSS available, free and open source softwares, and great FOSS, great products, great UI UX, bug free, with a very active community, active founders. But the challenge with the FOSS was, again, it didn't have sufficient support. There's no one to give support. There's no one to give the guarantee. There's no one who can help you in crisis. So FOSS has its own limitations, and actually, if there's no one at the back end, there's no support, there's no enterprise level of upgradations available, then there's no point using FOSS. And more than that, even if you use FOSS, you have to manage it, you have to host it yourself, you have to manage the entire hosting. That's again cumbersome. So FOSS has challenge of support, guarantee, and cloud, when SaaS has a challenge of pricing and affordability. And that's what made us think, how is that we can take best of both the world and can eliminate the worst of both the world. And that's how we created and coined this world's first FaaS, FaaS. So by FaaS, I mean FOSS as a service. So here we have changed software and replaced it with the FOSS, free and open source software, and that's how world's first FaaS, FOSS as service has been created. And here it is. For the first time, we have Onehash CRM come ERP for you as a FaaS available on cloud with the name of Onehash CRM.
The concept of
I think
FAS.
Amisha,
And yeah,
yeah. So I'm done.
can
I think it got disconnected. So I'm waiting for the next question, Amisha.
okay. Am I audible right now?
Yes, completely fine.
Okay. So everyone talks a lot about including a CRM for business enhancement. According to you, why the enterprises should consider including a CRM, and what advantages does a CRM provide to business owners in order to grow rather using other softwares or any other tools?
See, initially when we are a startup, generally most of the startups, how do they manage their leads? Is they manage their leads through spreadsheets. It could be it could be Google spreadsheets, Excel, or any other open source spreadsheets on any platform. But the challenge with spreadsheets is they are very simple. They're not much of the automations possible. In fact, few of the SMBs or for that matter enterprise do not even use spreadsheets. They manage their leads over the email, over SMS, over WhatsApp. So they do not really have a comprehensive plan, comprehensive structured approach. And when you don't have a structured approach initially for a few months or maybe few quarters, the kind of leads you generate initially, you actually lose them. You just lose them. And there's a lot of effort goes into generating leads, getting it into a lot of marketing efforts, a lot of effort from the sales team goes into it. And if you do not use any kind of a channel, any kind of a product, any kind of a platform to manage those leads, you lose those leads. Losing those leads means losing those efforts, losing those money which you have spent to generate those leads. So that's number one. So of course, it's not a great idea to lose them. So to ensure that you use them well, you get a continuous returns on the investment on your effort and money and marketing. It's better you keep them organized. So either you do it on spreadsheets or you do it on CRM, a comprehensive CRM. With spreadsheets, again, there's not a lot of automation possible. And it's a simple spreadsheet. You need to copy paste. There are no
Yeah, right.
integrations possible. There is nothing called as auto assignments possible. And
Hmm.
then it's a shared platform, right? Wherein either you give access of all leads to everyone, or probably you
Yeah.
have to manage your leads and do a lot of manual work. So having said that, spreadsheet is a very, very basic way to manage your leads. Wherein if you use something like CRM, be it any CRM, be it Onehash CRM or any other CRM in the market, they have this basic automations possible. You can integrate your own product, your own CRM with all the lead generation platforms, be it Facebook ads, Facebook page, or your own website, or any such platforms. You can simply integrate it. And once you've integrated, any lead coming from those platforms directly gets in your system and in a proper structured format. Once things are in your system in proper structured format, you can do anything with them. You can do any magic with them. So I think one of the key reasons or one of the most important reason why one should use a structured approach, you don't lose your leads. Basically, you don't have a loss of your investments or marketing effort. Number two, you get to manage everything in a much structured and organized way, which eventually gives you a much better returns in the long term.
Yeah, so it can be said that CRM eases out the major part of any organization.
Right. I mean, probably it's like, enterprise without CRM is probably, a body without oxygen is something I would
Yeah.
say. No, so you need
Like
to have a
something misses
CRM.
out if we don't
Right.
use a CRM.
Right.
Okay. So I have also seen a lot that entrepreneurs usually try out several CRMs before they find the best suited for their organization. Like it takes months or even years for them to find the right one. So which exclusive features of Onehash would help them efficiently to meet their requirements?
I think that's a great question. Great question, Amisha. And that's very true that enterprise a lot of time finding out a great solution. At times it takes weeks, at times it takes months. And actually, there's no right answer. I mean, each organization has its own way to manage their process. So there's no one CRM in the world which matches and fits all. But still, to answer your query, I would say before deciding on any CRM enterprise, you should evaluate what kind of requirements do they have, what are their key requirements, what are deal breakers for them, what is that they're looking to achieve with the CRM, and then they should evaluate the multiple CRM available to them. But again, if there are few parameters to evaluate any CRM, I would say the three key parameters as per me. Number one is UI, UX, and design. These
Yeah.
days the users, especially the new generation coming in, Gen X, Gen Y, millennials, they need an amazing UI, UX, and ease. It should be really easy to use. It should be
Yeah.
intuitive. So number one is UI UX and intuitive. That's number one. Number two, the product should be really scalable and robust. At times I see that there are great products available in the market, great UI UX, great features, fully loaded. But when it comes to scalability, when it comes to robust, they're not that scalable. After a few users, once the CRM hits 30, 40 users, the
Hmm.
system goes very slow. And none of your organization users like to work on a slow product, slow platform, slow CRM. In fact, working on a slow CRM, it hits your productivity by 50%. And actually, the salary which you are paying to a employee, your sales user, kind of 50% of the salary is going waste because they're unproductive. So number two,
Right.
it's very important. The product should be very scalable, very robust, and it should be really fast, really quick. Things should work
Yeah,
on
instant.
a yeah, on a click of a button. Number three is again not so important for large enterprise, but then again for SMBs and startup, pricing. Initially
Yeah.
when we onboard any of a CRM thinking that the prices are too low, or anyways it's two users, three users, we start working on it. But after a few weeks, or maybe after a few months, 6, 7, 8, 10 months, our users keep increasing, keep increasing, keep increasing. So maybe we have onboarded with three users, $20 per user per month or $30 per user per month. So initially it may look like to us that the price is just $100 a month. So that's fine. But the moment, imagine you have 40 users, 50 users as your business grow. So say if you have 50 users and you're paying $30 a month, you're paying $1,500. Imagine $1,500
Yeah, right.
just on a product, just one SaaS, just one CRM, and you'll have to have many such SaaS and product to use. So I think three important components or three important features which one should look at is UI UX design. That's number one. Number two, the scalability and how robust, fully featured the platform is, and number three, the pricing.
Yeah, I must say I have never seen such CRM at a very reasonable rate. I have never really seen it.
And,
So
and,
that's really
and, and
commendable.
I'm glad to say that at least we would like to believe Onehash meets all these three key criteria of any CRM.
Yeah, that's really great. Truly, truly agree with you. Then can you just answer how can one optimize their marketing efforts with Onehash?
So Onehash is a great product. Again, though Onehash is majorly a sales management tool, but it has a fully featured marketing automation included. So these days, generally, if we get out of little digital front and look for just on a marketing front, I think three key components of marketing is email, SMS, and WhatsApp.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
one has a beautiful integration with WhatsApp, email, and SMS. You can send as many SMS, as many WhatsApp, and as many emails using your own gateway and with Vanash platform. That's number one. Number two, we can set up drip campaigns, sequential campaigns, email automation, WhatsApp automation, SMS automation using our own, using Onehash. That's number one. Number two, you can also set up such kind of a campaigns or trigger everything, SMS, email, WhatsApp, based on the events happening on your data. Say for example, I want that as soon as my sales guy has spoken to a lead and he disconnects the call, an email should be shot to the
yeah.
customer with a summary of the conversation. That's number one. Number two, it could also be something like, an SMS should go, or a WhatsApp should go, or regularly an email, SMS, WhatsApp should be sent. For example, as soon as customer buys a product, or you create a sales invoice, a WhatsApp gets triggered, or maybe his goods get dispatched, and SMS gets triggered. So you can configure any kind of a automation on email, SMS, and WhatsApp platform based on automatic, based on the tenure of the lead, based on the events, or based on things you want to configure the way you want it. And again, you can send it to as many users, so n number of configuration and customization possible, which reduces your marketing effort, continuous marketing activity. You don't need to engage any marketing executive or marketing manager doing such activities for you. You can just configure it once, design it, schedule it, and that's it. The system would run on its own. Maybe wishing someone a happy birthday, just configure it, and that's it. So even if you have 100,000 customers, every all of them will get their birthday wishes by email, SMS, WhatsApp on the date. So you can configure anything that you want, which makes eventually a customer happy. This reduces your human effort significantly.
Yeah, as you said, email and SMS marketing is really crucial for customer engagement. And if OneHash provides automation in that, it will surely ease out the work of customers.
Yeah,
So let's move on
absolutely.
to the yeah. So let's move on to the next question. Could you please tell us about how important is customer service automation for any organization and how OneHash CRM contributes in improving customer retention and their experience?
Of course, yeah, Misha. I think this goes without saying that customer service or customer support is backbone to any business. I mean,
Yeah.
selling a product is just one thing. If you just sell a product and do not provide uh, enough service or support, you're not gonna retain that customer. So no point selling a product without having a great service and
Yeah,
support. So
indeed.
that's number one.
Indeed.
Number two, with OneHash CRM, we again have complete service and support automation, wherein any customer comes and writes you a query, it comes to a system as a ticketing system, and it's very well managed, very well organized. You can get the tickets, you can see the tickets coming from a customer, you can see the queries, the services they need, the support they need, and then you can resolve each one of them one by one. You can set up escalation metrics. If this query doesn't get resolved in these many years, it should get escalated to L1, then L2, then L3. You can assign the queries, you can assign the ticketing, you can assign service and support ticketing based on the language or the region or the kind of query it is, the kind of support they need. Is it technical support? Is it pricing support? So you can set up the complete automation when it comes to services or support, set up an escalation, set up an automation of autoresponders, set up an alerts. Say if a query is not getting responded on time, you can set up an alert that, escalate it to the CEO and let them get an alert on email or maybe SMS or maybe WhatsApp. So all these automations, these escalations, predefined metrics helps and ensure that your customer gets responded, they get their tickets closed, they get their services, they get their due support well on time and on a very, very high quality. In fact, with OneHash, we also use the same, and and we are really glad that we really have some raving fans who just love our support at OneHash, and they really compliment us. And this was actually keeps us alive and happy
Yeah, I
and
have read the reviews
yeah.
that they are really commendable. Everyone just loves your product. Okay, so
Thank
can
you.
you please elaborate on how automation is managed by OneHash?
So again, lead automation is quite a broad and comprehensive subject, Amisha. I think a webinar of 30-40 minutes is never
Yeah.
enough. It itself takes 2-3 hours of subject, but still I'll try and answer your query. Lead automation has many things. So lead automations with one has CRM, you can automate your lead assignment. You can set up an assignment rules. So for example, you want to assign lead based on the language of the lead. So say for example, a lead coming from South India, or maybe say
Yeah.
particularly from Tamil Nadu region, you may want to assign it to a sales agent or a sales manager who knows Tamil language, right? Or say for example, a lead coming out of Kerala, you may want to assign to someone who knows Malayalam. Or say from a lead coming from a region called as Gujarat, you may want to assign it to a Gujarati speaking sales manager, right? So these are called regional based assignment. You can do language based assignments. Also, you can set up these assignments based on the traffic, based on the load. So if you see there's certain sales manager who do not have enough leads, where there are sales manager who have sufficient leads. So the leads get assigned to the sales manager with less number of leads. You can do also auto assignment of leads based on their availability, based on their attendance, based on round robin. So there are many metrics, multiple metrics based on that you can do their auto assignment of leads. That's just one part of lead automation. That's one thing. That's number one, lead assignment. Number two, it's not just about assignments. You can also do lead disposition. So say for example, there's a lead which has come into my system, and a lot of times sales managers are lazy. They don't call, they don't bother. So maybe we can set up an automation that if this lead doesn't get converted into business in 3 days, then this lead move out of my system and goes to my competitor. In sense, my
Okay.
other peer competitor. So what happens? This putting it all together creates a competitive environment within the team. That's another kind of a lead management automation. uh, Number three, you can again set up communication automation. So as soon as like the leads comes in, you want a particular email SMS to go or a WhatsApp to go. You can set up birthdays, you can set up reminders, or say you have set up an automation that a prospect asks you to call on 25th Feb, right? So you can set up a reminder that 25th Feb you need to call the customer. And again, as an automation, you get a reminder, you get an alert to call that customer on 25th. Again, you can set it up that you want a reminder 1 hour before, 2 hours before, 3 hours before. So you can literally set up many such things which eases your task, and you don't need to give a lot of things here. It's the system which does it. We just need to follow the system. We just need to follow the track. That's it.
So everything can be automated and can be nicely done.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the next question is, do OneHash has any built-in integrations? Like if yes, then can you list some of them and describe the benefits that it offers?
Oh yes, we have a lot of integrations. We have integrations with Google Drive, AWS S3. We have integrations with Exotel if we have Indian audience watching it. That we have integrations with Integromat. If you have integration with any of comprehensive tool, you can anyways integrate with any of them. Then we have our APIs itself. It's completely API first, very comprehensive API document. So with our APIs, you can actually integrate literally any tool in the world and can perform any action. Over and above API, we then have webhooks as well. And then we have integrations. Maybe I'll quickly read the list for you on the integrations.
Yeah, it will help out others.
Yeah. So of course we have integrations with AWS, we have integration with PayPal, Slack, Dropbox, Google, as I said, WooCommerce. We have integrations for banking purpose with Play. So we have n number of such integrations or any prominent integrations available. And then again, it's on a continuous development. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, number two is this. There's some integration which for chance is not on ad hoc readily available. We have very comprehensive API and webhooks as well.
Okay, that's really nice. So many integrations will be interesting for everyone. So it can be concluded that OneHash really handles each and everything, whether it's business automation, eliminating manual management, integrations, or anything. Everything is really wonderful. I would like to ask next that every company has some aims and missions, visions, and some goals. So I'm sure OneHash is gonna have the best brand image soon. So where do you see OneHash in next few years?
So with Onehash, as you know, Onehash is world's first fast,
Yeah,
and our goal, our mission is very clear that we want to empower the SMBs, small and medium businesses or startups. So we want to empower these startups and SMBs with the tools and applications at an extremely affordable prices, which otherwise was available only to the large enterprises.
yeah,
So, how are we going to do it? We are trying to achieve this by democratizing the SaaS. We are making things really affordable and accessible to everyone. Else, it was always accessible only to the enterprise. So, we are making it extremely affordable. We are democratizing it. Or you can say, with Onehash, you have 90% of the enterprise grade features available at 10% of the price. And
yeah,
same super UI UX.
no doubt. So I also wanted to ask you, is there any updates or any new products that OneHash is planning to offer to its customers? Any such surprise for them?
Yeah. So best thing about OneHash is since it's built on a FOSS, so there's a huge set of community which put in a lot of efforts, time setting up setting up or scaling up the features, and these are built by best of the community members, best of the developers, and people who are actual users, right? So
Yeah,
so the growth of the product, especially by the community and also the OneHash team internally, is an ongoing development, and you keep seeing, we send a monthly mailers about new features getting added. So you keep seeing a lot of amazing features which is current, which is in high demand from the customers, keeps getting added on the OneHash. That's number one. So of course, as far as OneHash CRM is concerned, there's a continuous development happening, especially by the community and also the internal team, and this is a huge edge. And as far as new product, um we are soon coming up with an amazing product which is going to be an alternate to Zendesk or say Crisp Chat
Okay.
or say Intercom. That's going to be another phenomenal and kick-ass product. And again, we are going to we are going to democratize it and make it affordable to everyone.
The entrepreneurs are surely gonna love it.
100%. That's what is our mission as well.
Yeah. So the session was really informative and interesting enough, and I'm sure the audience loved it. So anyone who have any questions to ask, you can comment down below. Till then, we can answer the queries that was written earlier.
Yeah. So could we
Can I?
configure two
Okay.
domain emails on one CRM account? Member at company one, and yes, it can be done. You can so first thing, you can configure multiple domains. That's number one, and then you can configure multiple user on multiple domains. So you can have 3 domains and you can have 3 users on each domain as well. So yes, to answer your question, yes. Can we send emails by Vanesh CRM to our customers as well? Yes, yes, absolutely. I mean, that's why the CRM is used for. You can send email, SMS, WhatsApp, all 3 of them, not just to your customers, but also to your leads, prospects, your mailing list, anything and everything. So, to answer your question, yes, you can do that. ULTD is truly unlimited and also include new apps and features you build in Onehash. Yes, Keshav, our LTD is truly unlimited. So we don't call it LTD, we call it ULTD. So it means unlimited users LTD. So with Onehash, we always had a theory, a philosophy that we are going to be always one user, we're going to be always one product, one price, one plan. That's it. We're never going to have starter, professional, enterprise. No. So it's only one plan which has unlimited, which has everything and unlimited features. So it has unlimited users, unlimited leads, unlimited contacts. The only thing I want to be really honest here is we offer only 25 GB of space, which is actually more than sufficiently enough for many years, even if you have hundreds of users, if you are using CRM on a reasonable way. Unless until you're not uploading, designs of architectural designs of 2 GB, 1 GB, 200 MB, you don't really need too much space. So, but 25 GB is more than enough and sufficiently enough. We have companies with more than 100 to 150, 200 users using CRM for 4-5 years now, and they don't have more than 20. They don't need more than 25 GB. So yes, everything is unlimited. And
So is there
as
any
far as
other queries?
new features which is continuously being built on Onehash is also part of it, but definitely not the new product are part of Onehash. So as I said, we're coming to alternate to Intercom or say Crisp Chat. It's altogether completely different. It's a different product, right? It's going to be called as One Chat. It's a completely
Okay.
different product. It's not going to be part of Onehash CRM.
Okay. So is there any other query by anyone? I guess it's not. So it's time for the special announcement of this evening. Currently, the lifetime deal of Onehash is going on DealMirror, and there's a special offer that the first 10 buyers of Onehash CRM within the 24 hours of purchase will be getting 35% off on the current deal. And exciting, right? Do grab the opportunity, and for the coupon code, kindly contact us on chat support of DealMirror. And even if you're having any query, you can contact us on chat support. Your queries will be resolved surely. Sir, do you want to add on anything before we end the session?
So this is the last thing is, guys, last thing to our audience, we are on a mission to help SMBs, to help startups, give them access, give them resources, give them tools at an extremely affordable prices, which otherwise was available only to the enterprise. So this is going to give SMBs, startups an edge, or a platform to compete at equals, and also have a equal level of tools as enterprises have. So we wish all the very best to all the startups and SMBs. And I think we have one more question, wherein the question is how Onehash helped the hospitality industry. I think you can use Onehash again to maintain your customers, to maintain the kind of customers regularly comes in, where they travel, what kind of rooms do they take. You can keep their records, you can keep their logs, and then again you can regularly keep sending them SMS, email, manage their leads. Uh, if they come with family, their guests, their family members. So you can continuously remind them. You can set up marketing automation when it comes to hospitality. So that they don't forget. Especially there are people who keep traveling every month. You may want to keep reminding them every month. You may want to you may want to wish them birthdays. You may want to wish them anniversaries. You may want to send them weekend offers. So you can set up such kind of a thing. You can set up such kind of an automation, or you can send them post Diwali offers automated. So once you set up your entire automation, you really need not think about it. It all happens automatically. And you don't, and say if you have a list of 10,000 customers or 10,000 leads, you can't do them manually. The system
Yeah.
does it all for you. So again, with the hospitality, you can significantly create and build an experience for your hospitality guest.
Yeah, there was one more query coming up.
So I mean, I really, I'm really, I mean, I'm kind of sure that this is really not possible. But since you're saying it, I take it. Maybe you want to schedule it again, but I can guarantee that it's not possible, because we are a team of very passionate people, and we don't leave demos as such. But you may want to reschedule it, and we'll surely show up. And also, if you can share your name, I can write here, see and check what has happened and what has gone wrong. Do the unlimited LTDs buyers get initial support to? Yes, so we give not just initial support. Of course, we are there for initial support. You get continuous support. So even LTD unlimited LTD buyers have lifetime support. But I want to clarify it. We are there on support. We provide web check support. We provide email support, and then we have video tutorials. We have help docs as well, comprehensive help docs. I just want to clarify, we do not do video support, or remote support, or telephonic support. And yes, as far as support is concerned, we are there. And for implementation, it's a separate thing. You can get it done through our implementation partners, but we encourage you doing it yourself. As far as support is concerned, we are very passionate about support. There are customers who love us. I mean, we have really built a raving fans, and they like our support more than the product.
Yeah, right. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this wonderful webinar and everyone's queries are resolved, hopefully. And I also hope you will not waste this useful information that you got to receive today, and surely consider it to enhance your sales and business, right? Okay, so let's wind up the session. Thank you so much, Rohit, for being a part of this webinar. I wish you very best, and I'm glad it was a successful session.
Thanks. Thank you, Amisha.
Thank you to
Thanks for
you
having me
guys
here.
too.
And thanks to DealMirror team.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you to you guys too for being a lovely audience. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.